taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start.
Hey, yo, you hear the music? Yeah, the Irish music.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
This is a little tournament team.
They'll go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I like the movement on here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26.
He got it?
That'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry.
He like on that bitch.
Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
No.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
That was like all balance shit.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got his man on the right. Finds some room. He's at the 20.
It's so hot.
Touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff to the single back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good.
They went back to the retro playbook.
Then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking deep. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose. Oh, And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I like that shit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Nah, that was
Really
me.
good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Carr. Finds his Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid
That's
the
hard.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Picked off. Trying to take it back.
Come on.
Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how
Yeah,
to defend
yeah.
exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Paul. Really disciplined job by the coverage.
Yeah,
to
man.
get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Off the play fake.
Oh, yeah.
Friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
And that is a backbreaker for the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Handoff to the single running back.
Yeah, that was a hell of a... He dove for that, too. That was a hell of a catch.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick completion.
Oh, my God.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Fuck that man.
Catch and run by the wide receiver.
And it's more about run than catch. Look at that guy, so dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That was a crazy one.
Nice play call, nice throw. But then he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, making the big play. What a dynamic playmaker.
And he's not going to take the touchback.
Mmm.
Him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back.
Yeah, you lucky.
That is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Yeah, it is, bro.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing.
It did not let me hike it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy,
I don't.
more touches.
It would not let me hike it, bro.
On third down because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Inside the 45.
Mm.
Here he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He found a little opening and got
It messed with you too?
So a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive
Right.
out of a negative. In that time,
It did the same thing to me. It did the same thing to me. I guess it's his vision.
Instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Good way to stay there.
Made almost
He stayed there. That was smart.
23.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he gets the first down, but man, did he
20 hit me.
laid on his noggin. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Stone.
Oh my God.
Saw that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Keeps looking downfield. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
No, I don't.
Defense makes a
I think because I was holding RT, I was trying to send the running back out.
In this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks, good things happen for your defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes.
I just like the attack. Like, you hear that shit.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Running back said, "No, I got it."
This on offense early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Ncaa. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they
I'll tell you who I...
this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Good way to get with.
Down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Fuck, see, get it up, man.
Leaves it with the back. Strong,
It
firm.
did that, yeah.
But after getting stuck on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal.
Yeah, that shit weird when you do the fake hut.
Well,
And we
nowadays
going
you have
with
these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Looking to pass. It's Carr.
Good one. I played him to the inside.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Looking for room at the 25. Stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short
race
on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long.
I like you can still pick and play though. I don't really see the
Now the play fake.
no, just in general.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's down to the 38-yard
I don't really
line,
the crowd don't really. I don't see how the crowd will affect the game yet.
Running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Stone. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half. And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown.
It was a squid kick. I didn't know that's how they look this year.
They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. Kicker has everything.
Kicker, at this play, can you give me 5 minutes? I'll wait to add it. Don't worry about it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out.
Nah,
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Enough, I'll wait to add it.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, in the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass, it's Stone. Takes the easy one to the back.
Good way to drop him back.
Throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the back.
Did you see that?
And make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. At the 30. He's at the 20.
Good move.
Touchdown, Iron. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack
Well,
one
son.
more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I wish it would have slipped.
I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Stone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop.
Yeah, he did.
In the third quarter, they've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's a tight end.
This one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the
quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Looking for space. It's Love. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, your man tired.
Deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The throw to the outside is complete, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Come on, give me one block, boy.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give on the inside. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Porter. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Northwestern right back to the line. To throw, it's Stone. Flips it out to the back.
Oh, I can't come in.
To hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Grabs it in the middle. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled there by the defense. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
No, he still the shit out that guy.
Went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Turning it on. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Northwestern. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16.
He probably talking about, what's the name again? Probably talking about Ncaa.
The DBs will back off a bit. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Carr.
Oh, in the middle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one.
Good one.
Holds it in down the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Yeah.
Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? Dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to get it, taking it all the way. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Northwestern. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. And good.
Like, I should have broke that kick return back.
Man down on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the the 7. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get him to 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards.
Good way to stay outside. Good way to stay outside.
Yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but since he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
God damn.
Out on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
No, that shit was moving.
They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Stone. He's looking deep. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Oh my God.
Inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Reels it in down the left side. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this place is going nuts. Offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Northwestern.
What you gonna do, Kurt?
Here comes the two-point try. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
We did this on
The
purpose.
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Adam,
And now they've decided
I was ready to say, it's on you, Kurt.
A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided
Yeah.
right here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He jumped outside.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
Bro, me and Kurt game always go to overtime.
Scoring drive. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Stone. He fires to the left side.
That was pass interference.
This could be huge at a time.
That was pass interference. You lucky.
Play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming.
Both times. No, if he's scoring, I score the second time, it just flips.
First play of overtime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws toward the
I don't know. I don't know why it put me on him.
They strike first in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you
It took me off the safety.
and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football.
first down they need to answer with a touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Second down for this.
I wasn't trying to move it. I was doing to the safety. I knew he wanted it over top.
The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They need a yard on third down in this opening drive of the extra period. They'll try to run for it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a push on fourth down.
Good one. Good stop. Good stop. Good stop.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
Easy.
Look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had
Yeah, he got pressure.
set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial them.
Do you want to switch now? You want me to use my team? I wasn't home. Bro, I wasn't listening. I wasn't home. You set it up. Yeah, you set it up. I never hosted a game. You got Cincinnati. Yeah. You up there, right? Missouri. Yeah.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better.
These niggas fast.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Quick to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third and short, they keep
Come
it
on.
on the ground here. Fights off the defender. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical
Just on the
team.
fuck out of him. He may be on the sideline like that shit happening to him.
Coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
On the move, he fires. Makes a connection.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback.
That's what I like, too.
Moving, and he just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming.
He on switch.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a point.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football.
Yeah, you did.
Third down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying play action. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching
No, I
about
give it back.
not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wants.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the catch.
I didn't.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going
I didn't expect him to stop.
Didn't gain any yards, but that could be the the offense may be setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough.
I like the tackles on here.
After having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe
Yeah.
thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to
Hey,
the
Tatum
quarterback.
fell off, bro.
Generally, those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. And get back to the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller against this pass rush.
Yeah, and it's like they use sometimes they use the side feet, the side of their foot. Man.
Now a lot of work to do to
I don't know what that was.
keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Buys a little extra time. And the pressure
I keep
gets to him.
forgetting.
And another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
How you looking on this one?
First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the back.
Damn!
It's Pryor.
Did you see him fuck up your block?
Almost immediately.
Bruh. That's what opened up that play.
This offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you could do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's up. Runs through the tackle. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. A massive pickup on that.
They better get some speed here.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On the ground, it's up. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense of picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, fall over your seats.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson.
Good way to stand him up.
Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Come on, man. It's time to go to the second round. Come on.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable.
Bro, you should have seen the block I did on, I mean.
Perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute.
Bro, it's crazy because I was playing him because I'm like, he ready hit it. And then when you set him in motion,
And the Bearcats
oh shit, it said you going for it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will field this in his end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
You lucky. That was your last line of defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over
14-3.
minutes of the half. To the air, it's Mateer.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Plows through the defense.
I like that play. That shit hard.
Like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Yeah. The only thing you really need is a nigga with speed now that you could run out of backfield.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides.
They did well when you did it.
Usually when a QB takes
Yeah.
and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the defense finally makes the stop.
Coach is always hard.
Yeah, that inside open like shit.
And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a
Good tackle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
I can't cut it.
Inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
You bumped the shit out of him. You lucky.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the
He
second
bumped
half,
them.
expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And some room to work. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. And he showed
No,
you
I understand what you're saying.
hurt you with his legs.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Mateer. Showing off the arm. A shake. He's into the open down the middle. Once he found open space, the band
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Yeah.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Walker.
Field goal range.
Needed to find enough spacing.
No, that's me. At least you can see they fixed the overtime. They said last year, oh, that's hard. Mike, Will, and Sam.
Moving forward, and they're up to the
He 3rd in the rotation. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened to him. They got him in 3rd.
bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
I don't know. Don't listen to Kurt. Okay, you coming back, bro. 14-10.
Kick it off to start the second half.
No bullshit. I can say the same thing about Notre Dame.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Yeah, that was a great fucking stop.
Put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gets the back moving.
Yeah, man.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hard running there. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Mateer.
They don't call nothing. Yeah.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield.
Good one.
Really
I wanted the other side, but your linebacker jump back.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep.
Good shit.
He will not make a
Yeah.
fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down.
I thought she was gonna cut it early. That's why I didn't even go for it.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He up.
Using his legs, it's Walker. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, it's a
Yeah, I remember Kelly don't care. He just playing the play.
On offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting the
Good one. I thought she was gonna come to the inside.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him.
He was.
Unable to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
I seen him, but I thought he was gonna come to the inside.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40.
They're doing that shit again.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with
He paid for that catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative. But they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It was not. I knew it was going.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Bro, if you look at the linebacker I was on, it pushed me in. I cannot come back out.
Part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st
YouTube
down.
went down?
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
No, I'm asking Dell. I had him on YouTube for him.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby.
Uh-huh.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down, a short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play.
Damn, the crowd looked real.
Defense for a reason. A lot of the wide
Oh my God.
do most of the catching. Great job by the
I didn't see him.
here in the INT.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. After the pickup of 9, it's 7.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down
Did
2
I- what?
possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The
No, it wasn't me.
It's going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets...
I don't know why they
helps
switch
this
like
offense
that.
find positive yards.
Lofts one high and deep.
I tried.
Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose.
This look like you got a lot of time in the pocket.
Use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off.
Good pick.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The sure hands, it's Parrish. Wide open spaces. Touchdown! Once he got some room, it was over.
This receiver's on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Yeah.
Unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15.
What, backing him up?
Pass, it's Sorsby.
I'm backing him up, yeah.
And he is snowed under. Sacked
And,
at the
and I don't really.
All right, this quarterback
Yeah, it is. Goddamn.
playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
They ain't called any flags yet.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open.
Ah, it gave me the L2
A
one.
big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I was trying to throw it out once you took it
That
away.
time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the
Everybody's
country.
blocking besides the
If
two.
you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He might want another play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Burks. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shots. He said, listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. CPU come out of
To
nowhere.
start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Power ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll run play action. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll come out to the 25. No.
Let's do a team that's not ours. If you still here. We could do Deke at Washington. What's my other team doing? Yeah. I can't see, but that's it. All right, Heisman. Yeah, listen to low. Listen to yeah. Yeah. Is it so? What we doing? 5 minutes or 6? No, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure. That should go by fast regardless.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked teams against unranked opponents. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. So Arizona's offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job.
Oh, I like this. It showed the keys to the game.
What words of wisdom do you have for us, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense.
It was like playing the CPU. This shit is way faster.
Put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, You know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many
Damn.
offenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Ole Miss offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so,
he wants it all. And
what?
They wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27. And the Rebels will have it first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few.
Yeah, you can do it for no. What's the name now?
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Rebels are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
and you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drive.
Damn! Look at this shit, bro.
So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on.
It's a what's the name? I think it's like a power play.
Touchdown Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got
I like that. That's tough.
to get rid of it on time and make
You gotta remember, you gonna get that 1 yard.
dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen.
Damn.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
If you want to, you can play what's the name? MLB. You can play MLB if you. Oh my God! Did you see that? Come on.
After a 6-yard run up.
That was nice. For the CPE too. Yeah. I want to see how aggressive they're gonna be this year.
Crowd is ready. They'll try to run for it.
Damn.
Some hard running there, but just too many.
I'm gonna miss Arizona.
For a loss. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Simmons.
You gotta stop throwing that bitch up.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off play action. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. It's complete.
I thought he was gonna make him run down though. Stupid.
And the Rebels have taken it inside the 20. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe.
I want to see how scouting is this year. I feel like there's gonna be some shit with that.
2nd and 10. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick toss. He's going for the goal line.
I want him to do some shit where I could, you can see like the nigga you invited out to the game, like scouting.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance.
That shit nice.
It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On the move from inside his 5.
Damn.
And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back.
Oh. Oh.
He'll get it out to the 25.
You fast as shit, bro.
Being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Creates space. He has the 1st and still on his feet.
That man cared too much about hitting that guy.
Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
Damn.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop.
Yes,
after a
he
short
did.
gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Gets it out fast. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
They definitely play the what's the name too. Oh my god, can I send him straight up? Oh, I try to do a what's the name? Try to make him fall to the ground. Yeah, he did. That's what kept him up.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He makes the catch inside the 25.
Damn.
And he'll take it to the house. He got touchdown.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked.
That was nice.
Get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
21-0.
He'll start the return inside
He-
the spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
These stiff arms, bro, that shit is crazy. You get the right guy.
Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's when the computer.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. To the air. It's Fafita.
I was on it.
It's Hudson. We got a timeout here.
That's what all the fucking CPU ever did. That should be so annoying.
Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10.
Good way to come back in. Ooh, good hit. I just like how you hit that motherfucker, bro.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Arizona. He broke away from the defense
No,
and they couldn't catch him.
See if I can block a fucking punt. I mean, field goal. I got. Oh my! I be getting close as fuck. I can still. That's me. I'm playing CPU.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
Yeah, I play.
Given the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, you've got to think they're going to
I play
right down the field here.
Kurt for my first game.
Playbook, and it's worked so well in the first half. I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing.
Ah, I tried.
It's been all gas.
He was on that motherfucker all the way. You see how this play works.
Going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Quarterback adapted. It'll be incomplete.
Why are you running?
Extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's a lot of QBs that
Yeah,
when
right.
they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the wideout. And won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so.
I don't understand how he's overthrowing them.
Second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Going up top. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Catch in the middle. It's Burnett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
See how they playing that.
And the Wildcats
Press.
are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something.
Like, oh my god, that shit sounds good hearing that shit, bro.
Lot of field in front of them as drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Diggs. Oh, out of space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over.
Good hands.
He's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down.
What the hell?
Defenders everywhere as he has stopped for a loss of 5.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring... carried down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come
Why they don't go for it?
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to beat him to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolute...
You want to play me with his last game, my last team? Come on. You want to play me with my last team? Oh, yeah. All right, hold on, hold on. I just seen it. Hold on. Oh, that's just what I said. Oof. Still not saying you online, Kelly. Let me see. Uh, you still here, Kelly? Yeah, it's not saying you on though. It's not saying you on. Let's try again. See? And I can't hit it. But I can hit this nigga. Oh, you close that now. The hell is roller coaster? I have. What the fuck? Are you in something? Are you in something? Let me try. I'm gonna try to close my app. Yeah.